All right. Are you ready for the financial model exercise? This is a long one. Okay, there's a lot of work in this one. I hope you enjoy it. And if you haven't already watched the LinkedIn model session in the previous section, please watch it, particularly on how to forecast. And if you haven't already watched all of the cash flow, balance sheet, and income statement sections, also please make sure to watch those, because this is really a crescendo. This will be kind of an aha moment. Everything we've done so far in the course builds up to this. And once we complete this, and once you feel comfortable with the concepts in this section, meaning financial modeling, then we'll move on to the next section and we'll cover valuation, which is even more fun. Okay, so let me explain how to do this exercise. You can either read this or I can walk you through it. So when you model, there's two really big important rules. Number one is most things you model is a percent of revenue. That's why I spend so much time forecasting revenue. And the second thing is really important is to make sure to look for trends in the data. That's all financial modeling is, right? It's forecasting based on a number of data points in the past. One data point doesn't make a trend, but a bunch do. Okay, so step one is optional. You can read through the modeling guideline and best practices. Okay. And step two is there are many, many gray shaded boxes like this guy here. Okay. And what I recommend is come up with the answer first. Okay. Do your own calculations and then take the box off to see if you're right.
We interrupt this financial model lesson to tell you that an easier way to remove the gray box from the spreadsheet is to click with your finger on the shift button, leave your finger on that button, then click with your mouse on the gray box and remove your mouse and your finger, then hit the delete key. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll go through all the answers in the next lecture. And then please play around. Step three, play around with the model, okay? Because these four tabs, they're similar to what we did in the LinkedIn model in the last section, but I want you to play around with them to see if you understand the relationships between all four, okay? So change a couple numbers around, see what happens if you change up the balance sheet so that the items don't balance anymore, that sort of thing, okay? And then you could take this with you, this model as well, and you can make your own financial models based on this as well. And remember, every model for every company is a little bit different, okay? A little bit different, but this is actually a pretty good framework for you. And again, in the next lecture, I will give a comprehensive review of the answers as well as how all the financial statements are linked and exactly what each item means. All right, cool. So what you'll do again is you'll just go through all four tabs and you'll calculate everything you think goes under this gray box here and then remove it and see if you got the right answers. And if you don't have the right answer, just click through to see the formulas, okay? And this is nicely set up so you can always look in the formula bar here, where you might be right or wrong, that sort of thing. And the same thing goes with the income statement and the balance sheet and the cash flow statement as well. And one last thing, whatever you do, don't remove this box, okay? All right, enjoy the exercise.